Hey everyone, welcome back. So quick coin making video here. Something that can probably get you anywhere between 50 to maybe 75K every 10 pulls that you do from this specific pack. So looking at the team strategy fantasy pack, it's a little intimidating when you go to the store all the way down at the end. 35,000 coins. Haven't seen too many people pulling this pack. But it's one that you should definitely be looking at to make some coins. It does require a little bit of capital, especially if you're trying to do it at a little higher volume. I do it 10 to 15 at a time. So obviously that's, 350 to 500K or so to do this. But one of the, real positives of it is that it's passive. Unlike, sniping off the auction house, trying to find cheap training, that can require a lot of time that takes away from the game. Here, very easy. You just open the 10 packs in the store, list them on the auction house. Very easy passive way to make, again, maybe 50 to 75K on a good run from these packs from every, again, 10 to 15 pulls or so. I've been able to stack up hundreds of thousands of coins so far just by doing this over the last day or two. And another really good thing is it doesn't really require a whole lot of luck. In fact, getting some of the more well-known prominent schools like a Georgia, Alabama, those type, Power 4 schools, actually some of those don't go for as much as some of the other schools. You'll see here in a minute, schools like Georgia Southern, Buffalo, South Alabama, those are actually going for like 50,000 coins, 48,000 coins. And so after tax for some of these, again, less known schools, you're able to pocket, 7, 8K after tax. And even on some of the worst ones, I think the worst one I've had is maybe having to sell for like 38,000, which after tax pretty much breaks even at the 35K. And that's kind of a worst case scenario. Usually the worst case scenario for me has been somewhere between, needing to sell for 42 to 43,000, and then after tax I'm only making 2 to 3,000. But again, you're at least still profiting there. So very little, at least initial barrier to entry. Again, you just need a 35K to start. But again, if you want this to be a really good passive method for you, I would definitely continue to stack up the coins and, again, do a run of 10, 15, even 20 of these at a time. So you can just list them on the auction house, get them quick off the store, list them on the auction house, go play some games, do whatever, come back, see your profit, re-roll them, and go out there and make coins. Let me know what you think of this tip. Let me know your results personally. Obviously, everything will vary, and a larger sample size will obviously even out. If you pull, 3 or 4 and, you're only getting ones that sell for 41, 42,000, and you're not really seeing the big come up yet, I do really advise you to still stick with it. Get to larger sample sizes. At least right now with what these are going for, it's pretty much foolproof that you can make profits. Pretty much just prints the coins, and again, a very passive, easy way for you to make coins without having to just sit on the auction house, try to snipe cards, get cheap training. So again, you can enjoy the game and still make coins.